What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for a good old-fashioned Kino Lorber Blu-ray and 4K haul. That is right, guys. I've got all of my items from the Kino Lorber March Madness sale. Physical media items, Blu-rays, 4Ks. I don't even remember what I ordered. I know I have a huge, massive box here. I don't think I've ever gotten a big box like this from Kino Lorber in the sale. I usually like to break it up, maybe order a little bit in the beginning, then a little later on, and then maybe do a final order. But I think I'm done here. I don't think I'm going to grab any more for the rest of the month. I spent way too much. I think I think I got like 15 or 16 titles, but we'll see. Let's crack this sucker open. Let's get into it. And while I'm opening it, to show off the titles, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, I would definitely appreciate that. Also, like the video. I would also appreciate that. Let me take all these out and set them on the table. And now I'm catching a glimpse at everything that I picked up. And it's some good stuff, guys. I got some good stuff. I got quite a few 4Ks. I've noticed that with Kino, guys, I don't have to buy all the 4Ks when they come out because I can wait. I can wait until the sale. And a lot of times, a lot of these 4Ks will still have the slipcovers intact months later when the sales go online. So I don't have to get every 4K. Now, if it's a 4K I really want, I will pre-order that in advance. Otherwise, I can just wait until the Kino sale. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm trying to organize these Blu-rays, 4K. Should I show the 4Ks off first and then do the Blu-rays? I think that's what I'm leaning towards. So let me separate these real quick. A lot of these are really random, guys. I was just like, I feel like I did this. I was a little bit too hasty because there was some stuff that I'm now realizing that I should have got and I didn't. So maybe I'll go back in. I don't want to. I want this to be the final one. But maybe I'll go back in and get a few more titles. But I did get 9 Blu-rays and I got what appears to be 5 4Ks that I was missing. So got 14 titles in total. But let's start going through them. Let's start with Suspect Zero. Look at this, guys. Suspect Zero. I don't really know too much about this. It looks like it has Ben Kingsley. It's got Aaron Eckhart, Carrie-Anne Moss. I don't know anything about Suspect Zero. I feel like I remember when it came out, but this came out on 4K, I think, the same month that Monster Squad came out, or maybe it was December. I can't quite remember when it came out, but it was maybe it was the same month that Face Off came out, I think, but I didn't get this one. There's a 4-part feature on here, so it looks like it has some decent special features. I'll show you the back. I'm not going to bother doing like full unboxings with these because everybody knows the Kino disc art is just very plain, and you guys don't really need to see that. But it's definitely a cool cover right there for sure. So yeah, and I'll show you the back again as well. And there's no booklets or art cards. Kino Lorber, they're very basic. I love them, but they're very basic. And that's why we love them. And we also got Underworlds. This was a new Kino Cult line title. Really cool release with some really cool artwork for sure. I'll show you the back right here. You got some good stuff. We'll zoom in. You got special features. You got the casting list. I don't know anything about this other than it's a Clive Barker, not directed, but I think just produced movie. There's also Transmutations, a 103-minute alternate cut. So I don't know what that includes, but I love the artwork on this. I think that's super awesome. And I started collecting the Kino Cults, and then I was quickly, after I watched a couple, I was like, I don't need these. These are Vinegar Syndrome titles, and I'm very picky. I'm starting to become more picky with the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, and I don't need to get into the Kino Cult stuff, guys. Some of it's not great. But this is from 1985, so the year I was born. And this one actually looks like a pretty cool movie, so I did want to pick this one up. And it's Clive Barker produced. So I'm trying to see if it has any recognizable actors in it. I'm not recognizing anybody. I also got Fritz Lang's Scarlet Streets on 4K. I like how most of these are in plastic, but Underworld was not. It was not in the plastic. But I did get Scarlet Streets. I don't know too much about this one other than it's directed by Fritz Lang. Who is in this? Jess Barker, Margaret Lindsay. So, yeah, don't know anybody in this movie. 1945. Cool, though. Fritz Lang. I've been a fan of Fritz Lang since I saw the movie M. And I watched that randomly on HBO Max. And it was a movie from 1931, and it blew my mind. So ever since then, I've been trying to collect Fritz Lang's filmography in my collection, and I honestly think I've still only watched M. I've got several movies back there, Metropolis being one of them, that I need to check out at some point. So yeah, we got Scarlet Street though. Let me know if that one's any good. All right, let's get to the next one. We got The Last Castle with James Gandolfini. And we also got Robert Redford in this as well. Mark Ruffalo, Delroy Lindo. This is an incredible cast, and I've heard this is an incredible movie. This came out back in January, and the cover is awesome. Cover is awesome. Got some cool images on the back. I got to look at these special features and see if they're adding any new special features. This is 131 minutes. We got Rod Laurie on The Last Castle, HBO First Look. I feel like they did new features when they put this out on Blu-ray a couple of years ago, and I feel like they just ported those over to this release. I don't think there's any new features on this one, but there is an audio commentary with the director on this release, so that's definitely cool. But yeah, I've heard great things about this, and I'm glad to have it on 4K. I actually think I have the DVD that I got at a Goodwill a few years ago, but I still haven't watched it. So I am excited to check that one out. And everybody's going to be giving me crap in the comments because I don't think I've seen one of these movies that I buy. And I know everybody gets all up in arms about that. Ken, you should at least watch the movie before you buy it. Well, when it's a Kino sale, okay, I don't need to because it's so cheap. The stakes are very low. $18 for 4K, that's not very low, to be honest. But for a boutique 4K, it's pretty low. And then we got a lot of these Blu-rays were like $8.99, $7.99, some were $9.99. So I don't know, guys. I think a lot of these are good movies, though. I think The Last Castle, Scarlet Street, and then we got Stalag 17, also on 4K. And this one came out the same month that Monster Squad is. I think of it in that way because it's like I pick up certain Kino titles, and certain Kino titles I leave behind for the sale. And Stalag 17 was one of them. But this is from 1953. This is directed by the legendary Billy Wilder. So you know this one's got to be good. Directed by the GOAT, right? Billy Wilder. He did... The Apartments and Some Like It Hot, all kinds of great movies in the Billy Wilder filmography. He also did this one. So I'm excited to check this one out. Looks like a pretty good one. And you got 3 audio commentaries on this one, and you got some featurettes as well. So cool release by Kino Lorber. So that's all my 4Ks. Let's get into my Blu-rays. I got Neon City with Michael Ironside, and this one just looked really cool. It had a cool cover. I read the premise of it. That seemed pretty cool, and I like Michael Ironside. He's a legendary actor. He was in Scanners, of course, with David Cronenberg, but I know him most from Starship Troopers. Like, that was a movie I watched all the time as a kid. So yeah, I picked up Neon City. Seemed like a cool title. It's got an interview with Michael Ironside in it as well. And it's got a audio commentary. I don't know if it's a new audio commentary, but it's got an audio commentary. This is from 1991. I was thinking it was from maybe the 80s, but it's from 1991. But yeah, this one seems really cool, and I do like the artwork on it as well, for sure. And I also got a Gene Hackman film, The Package. I got The Package. Check out my package, guys. Don't take that the wrong way. I didn't mean it. The Package with Gene Hackman. Yeah, I don't know much about this film, but I want to explore more of Gene Hackman's filmography because I'm pretty sure he's got a great one, and I haven't seen very many of his films. So I need to go back and check out more, and I need to watch the damn... what was the movie that got sent? The French Connection. I need to watch that because I still haven't watched that darn movie. But yeah, The Package seems like a cool movie. Let me see if it's got any features, audio commentary, interview. Got some features on here. Kino Lorber doesn't blow it out of the water with the features sometimes. They just don't. They're starting to do better, I've noticed. I'm really, really excited for Crybaby coming out. But yeah, Kino Lorber, guys. They do good work. Always do good work. All right, let me push that back. We got Terror Out of the Sky. This is the B movie. And I meant to get the other 2, and I didn't. There's a spider one, and there's an ant one. There's an ant one, a spider one, and a bee one. For some reason, I only got the bee one. I guess I'm going to have to go back in there and get some more stuff, guys. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just pick them up later on because nobody seems to be picking these up anyway. I think they came out like 2 years ago, and they're still always the lowest in the sale. It feels like, I think this was like $7.99. But look, I like B movies. I feel like there was a big bee scare, wasn't there? There was a big like killer bee scare in the 90s. I remember there was like specials all over TV, and everybody got real scared, and they just got real like anxious about killer bees like infiltrating America and taking over. And there was like a made-for-TV movie about killer bees. Does anybody else remember that, or am I making that up in my head? And I feel like it was like Arachnophobia, when the spiders all took over the house at the end, and the bees did that as well. They just surrounded the house, and it was like bees all over the house, like completely covering every single little inch, millimeter of the entire house. The bees were all over the place. But great artwork on this one. I wonder if this one's kind of like that. It seems like it could be. But yeah, good year for insect movies. We got Phase 4 recently. I don't think this came out this year. It was a couple of years ago, though. So I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, guys. I'm doing a Kino haul. That's what I'm doing. All right, let's talk about Viva. Let's talk about Viva. This is from the same director that did The Love Witch. I actually haven't seen The Love Witch, and I haven't seen Viva, but I got this one because I think it was like $6.99, and I thought it was interesting looking. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Viva. I picked that one up. Is this even a Kino title? Yeah, it's Kino. I didn't know if it was like a partner label title on here, but yeah, I got Viva. And I also got the Emerald Forest. The Emerald Forest, guys. The artwork on this one is freaking awesome. I love the artwork on this one, but this one has Powers Booth in it, and looks pretty cool. I mean, I just saw Powers Booth in Southern Comfort. He was great in that, so I'm looking forward to watching this. This is from 1985. It's rated R, so there might be some violence in this. It looks cool, though. Emerald City. I'll be honest, guys, I don't know what to say about some of these because it was like a couple of weeks ago that I looked them up, and I thought I tried to read premises on a lot of them, at least the ones that didn't have like stars in it, that I didn't have some kind of like hook to get me interested in buying it. So yeah, the Emerald Forest was one that I was just like, that has a cool cover. Let me get that. And Powers Booth is in it, and he was in Southern Comfort, so that's how I justified it. But yeah, it looks like a cool movie, though. There's a lot of movies from 1985 I noticed in this stack. And but I'm not seeing anything other than an audio commentary. So yeah, I think that one came out pretty recently, too. And I also got a film with Robert De Niro. I got The Last Tycoon. And I don't know too much about this movie at all, but this had to be very early in Robert De Niro's career because this was 1976. I think he did Godfather 2 in 1974. And I'm also noticing that Jack Nicholson is in this movie, which I just watched in Going South, which is a great movie with Jack Nicholson. But you got Tony Curtis in this movie, Robert Mitchum. Like the cast in this movie is insane. So yeah, Donald Pleasance is in this film. Like this is definitely one I'm excited to watch at some point. 1976. So let me know if The Last Tycoon is any good. It kind of reminds me of like The Great Gatsby or something. But yeah, F. Scott Fitzgerald. So I guess it's based on a novel or something. All right, I went ahead. I'll just show these off together because they're both, I think, connected. I think one's the sequel to the other. But I got Gator and I got White Lightning, which is two Burt Reynolds movies. And I'm trying to see if Gator McCluskey. Yeah, I think White Lightning is the sequel to Gator. So I don't know anything about these movies. I'm trying to look up the actress on the back here because she looked very familiar, but I'm not seeing her name. But yeah, I picked these up because I want more Burt Reynolds in the collection. What do you want me to say? And the cover art's cool. And yeah, I'm going to check these out. Gator and White Lightning. Let me know if these are good movies in the comments section. And the last one I picked up is one that came highly recommended. I heard a lot of people talking about this in the recommendation video that I did. And a lot of people in general in groups that I've been in have been talking about this title. And I finally got it. It's got a great cast. But 2 Days in the Valley with Charlize Theron. Look at her on the cover. My goodness. Yeah, this looks like a cool one. Great cast. Like I said, Jeff Daniels is in this. Terry Hatcher is in this. James Spader, Eric Stoltz, Charlize Theron. Like this feels like a movie ripped out of the 80s with all the 80s actors. But this is one from 1996. So This is, I think, one from before Charlize did The Devil's Advocate, because I think she did that in 1997. That was one of her first roles. So yeah, this one seems pretty cool. I'll be honest, I need to check this one out sooner rather than later, and I'll kind of zoom in on some of the special features there. We got audio commentary by writer-director John Hertzfeldt. Sylvester Stallone and John Hertzfeldt. There's a conversation with Stallone here. Is Stallone in this damn movie? You got the making of 2 Days in the Valley. You got a Q&A Cinefamily with Charlize Theron. So it looks like you got a good amount of special features here. And yeah, this looks like a cool one. That guy down there kind of looks like Sean Penn a little bit, but I don't think it's Sean Penn. But yeah, 2 Days in the Valley, guys. It looked really good. And like I said, it came highly recommended by several people. So I knew I had to get that one. But there you have it. That's my Kino Lorber March Madness haul right there, guys. And I could tell I'm shaking the camera again. I got 14 titles in total, and only one without the slipcover. But to be honest, I don't know if Viva ever came with a slipcover anyway. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, it was a good haul. Good Kino Lorber haul. I feel like I'm done. I'll just wait till the next one. The next one's going to be in June, guys. So I feel like I can wait just a couple more months and then dive into more Kino. But guys, thank you so much for watching my Kino Lorber Blu-ray and 4K haul video. Please, if you can, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I see you out there. You're here. You're on this channel. And you're watching me. You're watching me pick up Kino Lorbers. But you're not hitting the subscribe button. I see you. Hit that button. It's down there. It's a little red button. You hit it, and then you subscribe to the channel, and you can check out all kinds of awesome physical media content, okay? So hit the subscribe button. And also, guys, comment down below, what did you pick up in the Kino sale? What are you wanting to pick up in the Kino Lorber sale if you haven't taken part yet? I will link the Kino Lorber sale down below in the description. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. I'm on X, I'm on Twitter. That's the same thing, right? I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Letterboxd, all the places. Follow me down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.